Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the best action TMNT IDW Leonardo con-exclusive version from loyal subjects. And there's a lot of interesting stuff to talk about with this figure, so let's just get right into it. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, this figure looks fantastic, and honestly, loyal subjects have come a long way with these best action figures. I think this is kind of the height of where they've been so far. I mean, there is just tons of sculpt absolutely everywhere. We can see like the full sides of the shell, get full sculpt. We get all the skin textures that are, even different across the different areas of the figure itself. We get all the aging and dents and stuff that we would expect out of the armor. Nice leather textures going on, where there should be, like the belt and again the armor. All the wraps are fully sculpted in, pretty much no shortcuts taken there. And yeah, just really excellent all around. Not only that, but this, as I said at the beginning, is the con exclusive version, and the difference between this and the standards, from what I recall, is that the standard versions are a little bit brighter. They don't have this dark wash over them, but I really like the wash. I think this adds a lot. I'm very happy that I got this version. It does show up at certain points, as you can see here, where obviously it's not going to, on a moving joint, it's going to wear off a little bit. So if that gets to you, then that might be kind of a factor to make you kind of shy away from this version. But overall, still, again, that sculpt is fantastic. Lots of personality in the face as well. Just that they did a phenomenal job here. So this is definitely one of the best looking, best action figures that I've seen so far. I mean, just absolutely just really cool looking figure. We get a really nice group of accessories here, so let's dig right in. And starting with hands right out of the box, we do get these, I believe these are a form of gripping hands. They're kind of a fist as well, though I did have a lot of trouble getting any of the weapons into these hands. So I think I'm gonna have to warm them up and actually reshape them a little bit, just like kind of widen that a little bit. But definitely very interesting grip sculpt going on there. So there is that. And then we get a pair of more standardized grips. Again, kind of got an interesting angle going on here. It's kind of hard to get just a straight on grip on the weapons, but you do make it work. These are the hands I had on at the beginning of the video. So there's that. And then finally we get the kind of grasping, kind of clawed looking hands. Really like these. Again, just great sculpt on all of these hands as well. When it comes to the wraps, and the wash really brings all of that out. Then we get two different head sculpts right out of the box. We get the whited out eyes, kind of rage face, and I forgot actually that I'm gonna include later. Yeah, so I definitely like this one the best. It's got really nice expression and clean paint all around. And then we get the more calm face with the pupils. It's kind of a stern frown going on there, but still good sculpt all around. And yeah, it's very good looking. Then we get two different bandana ends for the back of the head. And as you can see, they just got this kind of like ball joint. You just plug that in to a hole in the back. And they get this one, so they're a little bit wider apart. Slightly different sculpt, so depending on what you're going for. Then we get two different effects pieces. Well, the two effects pieces are the same thing. They are these like nice slash effects. I really like the way they're sculpted. They got just nice clarity to the translucent plastic, and they fit nicely over the swords. Then we get a pair of daggers. I know there's an actual name for these, so I apologize. Let me know in the comments if you do know. But very nice bright silver paint, and then just some nice black on the handle. And finally, of course, we get his katanas, which exact same handle and bright silver and black that we saw on those daggers. And pretty cool, just nice straight katanas. So very nicely done. Oh, and then finally, we do get a trading card here, which is some really nice art from the comics here. And then just, his bio and a picture of the figure. So that will do it for accessories. Articulation here is actually really impressive, and they've definitely fine-tuned a lot of stuff, and this is so far beyond that first version of the turtles we got from loyal subjects. It's great. Not only that, but you can see freestanding kick, absolutely beautiful. Not only that, but the kick looks nice as well. So absolutely love that. It's not perfect, but there is like a lot of great stuff, and it's actually pretty damn close to being that way, to being perfect, and we'll get into that very soon. One thing I do want to point out right out of the, this isn't directly related to the articulation, but I actually had to glue this second sword sheath on twice, because as you're gripping the figure, it's very hard not to kind of rest on that, but it's only glued there, and pretty much any torque and just it comes right off. So definitely be careful, and I'm hoping I didn't just jinx myself to make myself do that during this section. So getting into articulation, as you can see, or as I explained in the last section, we do have that ball joint for the bandanas, so you can pretty much go anywhere you want with those, which is pretty cool. So those are going all around. I'm just gonna take that out for the sake of being okay. The head is where we run into all the old habits they still have, and that is we get literally no up. We just come up to neutral. We do get a really nice amount of down though, and that is because they have this like tree trunk of a neck that, let me see if I can remove this. There we go. And it comes into just this insanely large ball joint that doesn't allow for anything. And this is shiny because I actually put some shock oil on, because the head just was very hard to move. And again, especially with how much pressure I'm trying not to put on the sheaths, I just wanted to make sure it actually moved. So yeah, it's a couple points to keep in mind there. Then we get to the shoulders and we get really nice butterfly joints. They function nicely, a little loose, not crazy tuned in. That and the right side, unfortunately for mine, just like pops out if you try to bring the arm down. So I'm actually not sure how I'd fix that. If you have any ideas, let me know. But left one definitely functions properly. We get hinge and swivel at the arms. So we're coming up just about to our T. Do have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows completely in half, beautifully. Hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal. We got nothing in the diaphragm, though I think there is a cut in there. Yeah, you can see it right above the belt. There is a little bit of a cut, but it doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't need to. Again, it's a hard turtle shell. We get to the hips, full splits, positively beautiful. Our front kick comes out to about here, so not quite 90, not 90 at all, but you know, not bad. You can definitely work with it. Do get thigh swivel, double jointed knees, bring us almost completely in half, and then we come to the feet. We get some nice point. No forward. I do wish they kind of cut into this like a little bit further up, so we get a little bit of forward, especially with the weight at the back. And then we get some rocker. So really the only thing I think this is missing in the lower half is just a cut like somewhere here on the wraps. But other than that, really nice articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here he is with some other Turtles lines. With some Hasbro and some Mattel. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with articulated icons, Oni and yours truly in human form as a Valorverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the con exclusive Best Action TMNT IDW Leonardo from Loyal Subjects is that this is a surprisingly great figure. They really dialing in the articulation here, even if some of the execution isn't quite on par. Talking about like loose joints and the fact that that shoulder pops out. Again, there's some weird engineering stuff going on here, but it feels like they're getting their footing. And at the bottom of it all, I think Loyal Subjects just has a lot of heart going into a lot of the figures they're putting out, and that is kind of the most important part. It definitely shows. It makes me want to support them. You know, they're definitely making strides, and I just wish they would fix the next joint. I think if they get that, a lot of their figures are going to start getting a lot more attention, just because you're going to get more range out of the head. It's just going to be a lot more fun to play with. But ultimately, I think a friend said it best in that these are kind of janky, but they're very, very fun. It's fun jank, and that is the best way I can think to describe it. So, you know, kudos to my friend there, because yeah, I think that describes it. So if that sounds like something that's appealing to you, you can find this actually online right now. Beyond being an SDCC exclusive, the online exclusivity went to Entertainment Earth, pardon me, of whom I happen to be an affiliate. So if you use the code right here, or use the link in my description, because this is in stock right now, you will actually get 10% off. And if your total order is over $79, then you will also get free shipping. So definitely worth considering. And yeah, like I said, I actually prefer this with the heavy wash over the lighter colors. However you prefer lighter colors, then you can definitely go for that one. But in any event, definitely recommend this. So all that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, I hope you come back because I do multiple reviews a week. So if any of these subjects that show up in my header on my homepage here on the channel appeal to you, come on back and let's talk some more toys. Let's have some more fun. But ultimately, I hope you're well. I hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.